the West Indies are back with a bang. In a thrilling T20I in Dambulla, West Indies chased down 179 to win by 5 wickets, led by explosive half-centuries from King and Evin Lewis. Their stunning 107-run opening partnership was the foundation of a memorable victory, despite Sri Lanka's efforts with the bat through Kamindu Mendis and Charith Asalanka. Let's dive into how the action unfolded. Sri Lanka, opting to bat first, began cautiously, scoring just 11 runs in the opening 2 overs. Pathum Nissanka broke the shackles with back-to-back boundaries off Romario Shepherd, but was dismissed the very next ball, nicking behind. His partner Kushal Mendis looked promising with a 4 off Shamar Joseph, only to be clean bowled shortly after. Enter Kamindu Mendis. The informed batter got off the mark in style with a boundary and soon started building a solid partnership with Kushal Pereira, who launched a 4 and a 6 off Alzari Joseph. Sri Lanka were flying high at 54 for 2 in the power play. Kamindu was the key, smashing his way to a brisk 50 as Sri Lanka began to accelerate. But just when things were looking dangerous, Kamindu mistimed a pull and hold out in the deep. Charith Asalanka picked up from where Kamindu left off, hammering 3 boundaries in 1 over. Asalanka also reached his 50 but perished soon after, skying 1 to deep mid-wicket. A late cameo from Bhanuka Rajpaksa helped Sri Lanka post a competitive 179 for 7 in their 20 overs. Now, with 179 on the board, Sri Lanka had something to defend. But what followed was pure fireworks from the West Indies. Evin Lewis set the tone from the start, smashing Kamindu Wickramasinghe for a 6 and a 4. King wasn't far behind, taking 3 boundaries off Asita Fernando. The two raced to a 50-run stand in less than 5 overs. By the end of the power play, West Indies were cruising at 74 for 0, and there seemed to be no stopping them. King brought up his 50 in style with a 6 and a 4 off Matisha Pathirana, and Lewis followed up with 2 towering 6s off Vanindu Hasaranga to reach his own half-century. The chase looked done and dusted, but Sri Lanka fought back with a flurry of wickets. Lewis fell to a low catch at backward point, and in the blink of an eye, Sri Lanka struck again with Shai Hope and King both dismissed within 2 overs. Suddenly, the pressure was back on the West Indies. New batters Roston Chase and Rovman Powell struggled to keep the run rate up, and the scoring slowed down. With 13 runs needed off 12 balls, the West Indies found themselves in a tricky position. But comet Sherfane Rutherford. Running hard between the wickets and finding the boundary when it mattered most, Rutherford sealed the win with a boundary over square leg, and the West Indies triumphed by 5 wickets with 4 balls to spare. It was a brilliant win for the West Indies, who lead the series 1-0. King's explosive 1963 and Evin Levy's equally impactful 50 set the foundation, but credit must also go to the bowlers who kept Sri Lanka's dangerous batting lineup under control. Sri Lanka, despite the 50s from Kamindu Mendis and Charith Asalanka, just couldn't contain the West Indian onslaught. What a game of cricket! West Indies come out on top in a thrilling chase, but will Sri Lanka bounce back in the next match? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Square Cut Show for more exciting cricket coverage and analysis. Until next time, keep cutting those boundaries. Subscribe to the Square Cut Show.